All right, Spike, did you see the story about a new, what is this? This is a new show. It's going to be in Vegas. It caught my eye because we watch a lot of Star Wars in my house. All my sons, well, 3 of them, love Star Wars. We also have a baby who has no clue what TV is. But when we do let them watch stuff, we do like a movie night every Friday night.
Okay.
Oftentimes, we just rewatch one of the Star Wars movies, of which there are aplenty to choose from. They've expanded the universe quite a bit.
Do you have the various series?
Oh, yeah, it's all on Disney.
Yeah, it's all there, right?
Plus, it's all there.
Yeah, there's animations. It's wonderful.
There's about 1 billion things to choose from if you're interested in the Star Wars universe.
The whole galaxy.
Here's another one. We probably won't be watching this one with my kids, but there's a new Star Wars thing for grown-ups. I'm actually confused as how they can use the Star Wars likeness and name. And maybe you can explain this to me. It's called The Empire Strips Back, a Burlesque Parody. And maybe therein answers my own question. Is it because they call it a parody? Are they able to make fun of it because it's called parody? As a parody song aficionado and writer yourself.
We've been sued for various works that we've done over there. When I say we, Bob Rivers and I worked together for over a quarter century. The Supreme Court actually ruled on parody rights. I remember the Two Live Crew. It was a song from the 90s, I want to say, early 90s, late 80s. Were sued by the Roy Orbison estate because they did a parody of Pretty Woman. And the Supreme Court ruled that if a parody isn't competing with the original for market share.
So if you're not taking money out of Roy Orbison's pocket,
right? Exactly.
The Two Live Crew can still.
And you got to. And I guess they're banking on the rights that even though they're wearing genuine stormtrooper helmets.
Yeah, I mean I can't see any difference.
Yeah,
they look exactly like stormtroopers.
They've got these are strip troopers. I guess they're calling them.
Yeah.
But since it's being deemed a parody and in no way could be confused with, no person could confuse us with a Star Wars product. That's how they're able to do this.
But it's called The Empire Strips Back, a Burlesque Parody.
No, they don't know the word Empire.
It's being used again, like you mentioned. They're completely dressed up in Star Wars. Not completely.
They got
their faces are covered in Star Wars things.
They got sequins, C-3POs. They do a bubble wash on a land speeder at one point. I read a little bit into after you told me about this.
It's at the former Chippendales Theater
in Vegas at the Rio on the Strip, right?
Now it's going to be Empire Strips Back.
Yeah. Apparently this show has played in numerous cities around the world, all over America, including London, and they got themselves a Vegas residency. It's an open-ended residency, and it opens on, which I think is great, May the 4th. May the 4th be with you.
Perfect.
They nailed that down. So this is going to make a lot of money.
I think to a very particular set of Star Wars fans.
Yes.
Men in a certain age.
Hey,
yes.
Tech money?
Tech money.
Oh,
just saying.
Genius. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Guys who spend a lot of time in front of a monitor.
If they don't have a Princess Leia Return of the Jedi outfit, though,
if they don't have the
missed opportunity. It's like, I don't want to see a Yoda, like a sexy Yoda. That's not interesting.
Oh, I think you might.
Well, we'll see. I won't. I'm happily married, so I'm not going to go see this. But
is this time from one of my unbelievable confessions?
Yeah, absolutely. It's always time for that. Go ahead.
My wife and I,
like a sexy Yoda?
Sort of. No, in any way, shape, or form.
Okay.
We have Halloween's the biggest holiday of the year in my house. If my wife had her way, as you can see where this is going.
Yeah.
My wife my wife looks great in a Princess Leia Empire Strikes Back costume.
Good for you.
I, as Yoda, not so much. Shaved my head, painted it green. Put on the ears.
You went as Yoda?
Oh, I'll show you. I got pictures. I'll show you pictures.
Would you share this with the audience or no?
No, it's my wife and a.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
I could blur out the misses, but there's no value to the listeners.
There's no hiding you though.
I'm Yoda, hunched over, bald head, green makeup.
Did you walk on your knees? I mean, Yoda's a
I didn't get
petite little guy.
I didn't go the full. No, that would put me at a very uncomfortable level of the party goers, if you follow my drift.
I do follow your drift.
A home party, our house on Queen Anne, we used to have massive Halloween parties, and me going at waist level around the room.
You guys do go all out on this, though. I've seen pictures of other Halloweens with you.
Yeah,
and,
we had some great times.
You guys really get into it.
Yeah, I still regret when I went as our Lord Savior Jesus Christ, and had a genuine crown of thorns.
You passing out holy wine?
No, but I stabbed somebody in the eye.
Oh, naturally.
I swear.
Now, why did you stab somebody dressed as
Jesus Christ? She leaned, because I had a crown of thorns on.
Oh, accidentally stabbed.
A real crown of thorns. Horrible mistake. I went to a local florist shop who had a crown of thorns plant, which is like, decades old and 12 foot in circumference. It's literally a long, spiny vine, and I bought a length of it that they clipped off and sold me, and I hollowed out the interior circle so I could
Did you
wear
tell
it.
them what it was for?
Yeah.
Did they help you make it?
No, I made it myself, but they sold me the thing. They sold me the vine.
Was it painful? Did you take out all the little...
I took all the interior rings so I could wear it.
Smart.
But I didn't think how dangerous this was, and somebody at the party leaned in to talk to me over the loud din of the party.
Yeah.
And stabbed her. We actually took this young girl to a...
Are you kidding?
No.
Were you dressed as Jesus at the time?
Yeah, took her to the emergency room.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
That
In the
I would
middle
like
of
to see a
party.
picture
Yeah.
of. Delivering this young person to the hospital.
I'd have healed her myself, but I got a party to get back
I'm drunk.
But yeah.
Ridiculous.
I swear to you. But we started.
Oh, no, you're not lying about that. I would lie about that. That's insane.
I have pictures of me walking up and down Broadway on Capitol Hill in a electric chair. That costume was maybe my best ever.
That would be frightening.
Yeah, it was magic.
Also, not the first time I've seen that in Capitol Hill.
There you go.
No,
See? Anyway.
Capitol Hill's a funny place.
So if Star Wars and striptease are two of your favorite things, it is the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup of adult entertainment. Two great things that go great together.
Yes.
The Empire Strips Back at the Rio.
Empire Strips Back.
Apparently, the text line is telling me that this was in Seattle like a year ago, a couple years ago.
Okay.
253 says, incredible show, well put together.
Wow. Because the story lists, Chicago, Orlando, Miami, Houston, San Diego, and London, and Seattle.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, if you're into that sort of a thing, then go enjoy it. It's going to be at Chippendales Theater in Vegas, and you can check it out there. Do we have time for one more story real fast?
I hope so. I hope we don't waste our time.
This is no. I mean, to me, you can't spend enough time talking about a Star Wars burlesque. I think that's just like it's the perfect intersection of things that we're interested in on this show and news content.
Yeah,
that's exactly a story for the Jenkins.
The lonely guy contingent of our audience is massive, and now they know.
Yeah, and now we're giving them something to
vacation plans are coming.
Head to Vegas. Did you see Dolly Parton's husband passed away? This is kind of sad, but there's a connection here.
I did see this.
60 years they were married.
Isn't that
60 years, a long
amazing?
time. Yeah, I've learned some things about this guy. I didn't know this. His name was Carl Dean. Married for a long time. They never had any kids, the two of them, because she was obviously very busy, and she wanted to. I've heard her talk about this in an interview one time. She basically said,
"Was it a conscious decision?"
It was a conscious decision based on the amount of time and effort she was putting into fans and
entertainment
and curating.
Yeah.
She felt like this is my calling, and I don't want to shortchange children.
Oh, it's lovely.
And so let's focus on this. And so that's the decision that they made.
Yeah.
But I thought that was it. But this is also interesting. I didn't know this. Did you know she wrote the song Jolene when a young, because she wrote that song Jolene.
Yeah, I think it was her first massive hit, right?
Great song. But apparently there was a teller at a bank who got a crush on her husband, who she was pretty protective of.
No kidding.
And so she noticed that she was pretty flirty with him, and she said that she divulged this in an NPR interview in 2008. She said a flirty bank teller who seemed to take an interest in her husband, Dean, and that was the inspiration for the song Jolene. Isn't that fascinating?
That's why it's such a classic, beautiful piece of work.
Because
it came from the heart.
It's got something in it.
Yeah, it was her genuinely telling, that's my man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
The part that relates to the striptease, and I mean...
Yeah, how did you tie these two together, Ken?
Why these two tie together. She has also talked about in interviews how they kept their marriage alive.
Yes.
And so she said that she would make sure that she dressed up for him because it was important. You want to make sure that the relationship doesn't suffer.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And she said she was always dressing up for the public, and she felt like if she didn't also try to impress him and dress up for him, then what is that saying to him?
Oh, wow.
Isn't that nice?
She's amazing.
What an amazing, everybody should, husbands and wives, take note. That's a nice way to keep it spicy for a long time. That's a nice thing.
Yeah, stormtrooper outfit, bikini, whatever.
Whatever. Yeah. I was going to make a joke. I shouldn't.
No.